You didn't call the office with an emergency these past 2 weeks, so I'm guessing everything has been going smoothly since your last appointment? Yes, as far as I can tell. The pain was manageable? Yeah. I was really sore the first day and still kind of sore the second day, but after that it was barely noticeable. Never anything the ibuprofen couldn't handle. Good. And no bleeding? Bleeding stopped a couple of hours after I got home. Haven't noticed any since. Good. And have you been using the irrigation syringe we gave you to clean the areas at the back of your mouth? Yes, whenever I brush my teeth. Keep doing that for at least another month, because it'll take that long for the sockets to fully close, and until they do, they're food traps, and if food gets stuck in there and you don't get it out, it can become infected. Understood. Looks like the swelling has completely subsided. That didn't give you any problems? No, not really. It was never even that noticeable. Just a little bit on this side. Which didn't surprise me, since that's the one that didn't want to come out. Yes, we had to break out the power tools on that one. Yeah. You've had no difficulties eating or drinking? No. I stuck to the soft food diet for the first week, and this past week I've been eating more normally, and I haven't had any problems. Excellent. And have you noticed the increased foolishness yet? The what now? You're 2 weeks post-op, which is typically when foolishness begins to increase. I have no idea what you're... Did my assistant not explain this to you during your consultation? I don't recall ever hearing about it before now. Who did you speak with? Was it Addison? That sounds right. Yes, it does. Okay, he should have gone over this with you during your consultation, but obviously he did not. Okay, which is why I'm firing him. Oh. That, and he's been stealing oxys. Yikes. From my private stash. Yikes. So, you've had 3 of your 4 wisdom teeth extracted. Consequently, you will experience an increase in foolishness. Foolish thoughts, foolish beliefs, foolish behavior, general foolery. And why? See, this is what I'm talking about. I'll go over it again. Pay attention and try to retain it this time. Okay? I've removed 3 of your wisdom teeth. With their loss, you will begin to think and act more foolishly from now on. No, I understood that part the first time. My question was, why does having wisdom teeth removed make you act more foolish? Why do you think they call them wisdom teeth? Tell me something. When you were getting ready to come in here this morning, did you shower, get dressed, brush your teeth, do whatever you needed to do in a timely and efficient manner, or did you repeatedly catch yourself staring mindlessly into the mirror or off into empty space for minutes on end? The second one. It's already started. Because I've had my wisdom teeth out? I've never heard of this in my life. You probably have. Memory loss is part of the post-op foolishness increase. Then it's possible Addison did tell me about this already? No, he definitely didn't. He sucks, and he's a drug addict. Do you have any questions for me? About the foolishness? About anything related to the procedure? I have some questions about the foolishness. Go ahead. What can I expect from now on? How is this going to change my life? Well, the good news is eventually you'll be too clueless to even notice any difference. And that's good. It is when it comes to your subjective experience. Have you ever heard of the Dunning-Kruger syndrome, where people delude themselves into believing they're more competent and intelligent than they actually are? Yes. You've got it. Are you sure? Because I don't think I have it. The fact that you feel entitled to disagree with me, a doctor of some kind, is evidence that you do. What do I do now? How bad is this going to get? It'll probably get pretty bad. More short-term memory loss, absent-mindedness, trouble concentrating. Your reading and media comprehension are going to take a dive. What did you say you did for a living? I make video essays on YouTube. Do you specialize in bad takes? No, you're about to. And as your residual wisdom from the extracted teeth continues to ebb away and your level of foolishness increases, you'll probably notice your tastes beginning to change. In what way? It's different for each individual, but I can give you a general idea what to expect. I've had patients who started to enjoy the food at Applebee's. Oh, God. Became ardent fans of the NFL. No! Developed an enthusiastic appreciation for the films of Brett Ratner. Can you just kill me? You should have said something when I had you in the chair. Give it to me straight. Am I going to start voting Republican? No. Well, Wait, have you had your tonsils out? No. Then you've still got your soul. I wouldn't worry about turning Republican. Not at your age, not for a while yet. Thank God. There is a small chance you could be tempted to vote third party, but we can usually treat that with targeted physical therapy. What kind of physical therapy? You designate a trusted friend or relative, and if you ever mention that you're considering voting for a third party candidate, they smack the fucking shit out of you. Am I going to be able to continue taking care of myself? Should I start looking for an assisted living facility? That shouldn't be necessary. You've still got the one wisdom tooth on your lower right. As long as that little rascal stays put and doesn't move above the gum line, you should retain enough common sense to be functional in society, albeit at a very basic level. What are the odds that my remaining wisdom tooth stays put for the rest of my life? Oh, Christ. 0. It's going to have to come out sooner or later. The important thing for now is to make the most of the time you have left. Is there an emotionally rich, intellectually challenging film you've been wanting to see? Or a crossword puzzle you were hoping to finish? Something like that. Do it now. Anything you want to do that requires taste, judgment, the ability to process nuance, do it as soon as possible, before those last lingering traces of wisdom drain out of the holes I ripped in your big dumb head. Okay. And actually, on the subject of doing things while you have some time left, I'll have a member of my staff who will still be employed here at the end of the day give you some contact information of local funeral homes that offer cremation services so you can go ahead and make those arrangements. Funeral homes? I thought you said I was going to be okay, relatively speaking. Oh, don't worry. Sorry to alarm you. I didn't mean, you'd better make your funeral arrangements because it'll be any day now. I just mean you'll probably want to just get it out of the way so when your time does come, hopefully many years in the future, there's no delay, no paperwork left for your next of kin to fill out. They can just chuck you straight into the furnace. What if I don't want to be cremated? What are you talking about? You have to be cremated. You've had 3 of your wisdom teeth removed. You're no longer whole. The earth doesn't want you. The earth won't have you. Your corpse will be regurgitated like an order of nachos from Applebee's if they try to put you in the ground. What does that even mean, I'm no longer whole? I was circumcised at birth. I haven't been whole for my entire life. The earth doesn't care about your foreskin. It cares about your teeth. Says who? Listen, I did not... Where are you getting this? I did not... You could be making this up for all I know. I did not go all the way to St. Kitts to attend dental school to have to explain myself to someone who's had his wisdom teeth extracted. I'm sorry. This is just a lot to process. I understand. I apologize too. I shouldn't be yelling at my patients. Well, especially ones with rapidly diminishing cognitive capacities. Your apology means a lot to me. So, did you want the contact info for the funeral homes? Yeah, sure. I guess. Maria?
Maria's at lunch. I'm covering for her.
God damn it. I wanted Maria, not fucking Addison. God, he's the worst. Okay, when Mr. Shives here is done, be sure to give him the funeral home brochures on his way out. Can you handle that?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Was there anything else?
Yes, I have a slight headache. Can you bring me 7 oxycodone?
Yes.
If you can't find any, check your fucking pockets.
I'll find some.
I bet you will. And don't forget my pill crusher. I cannot wait to fire him. I happen to know he really needs this job, too. He will never be able to afford to feed his oxy habit at street prices. I'm going to enjoy ruining his life and having all the oxy in the office to myself so much. Any other questions for me? Can I ask any questions about your oxycodone use? I'd prefer you didn't. Then I guess not. It's just a bummer, It doesn't interfere with my ability to do my job at all. I just use it for pain management and to get high whenever I want. No. I've got it under control, okay? I know what I'm doing. I've still got my wisdom teeth. I was talking about me becoming a fool because I had my wisdom teeth out. That's a bummer. Yeah. But, like I said, before very long, you won't know. You won't know much of anything worth knowing. You'll just sort of drift through life with a vapid, vaguely benign expression on your face, sharing every asinine thought that floats through your head with whoever is unfortunate enough to cross your path on the absurd and laughably wrong assumption that they might possibly be interested in what you have to say. True, You'll be an annoyance at best and a source of profound aggravation at worst to everyone cursed to be a part of your life. You'll be an object of mockery and derision. You'll be laughed at and never again laughed with. But you won't even notice. You'll be too absorbed with the trace of coffee grounds at the bottom of your cup, or that cat video on Instagram you don't realize is AI, or the suddenly fascinating shapes of your own toes, to even perceive that people who once sought your company are now making obvious excuses to avoid you. Life will become more satisfying than you ever imagined it could be, because you won't be imagining anything anymore. You will be the happiest person you know, because ignorance is bliss. And you will exist within an impenetrable shell of profound ignorance. That's a little bleak. You say that now. Is there any way I can escape that fate? Counteract the loss of my wisdom teeth wisdom? Is there something I can do to supplement it? You could read more. Just forget it.